Alright, what's good everybody? Welcome to another video. I am on some Gran Turismo 6, and why am I driving a Volvo, you may ask? And because this was the car I was gonna buy in real life. It's just such a weird, intro to a video. So basically, if you guys remember a few days ago, well, maybe it was like a week ago, I ended up trying to give out hints to a car that I wanted to buy, and it was going to happen until I decided to pull the plug on it, and I'm not getting it. So basically I dropped a hint that it was like European. I had a 2-liter engine in it or something like that, and it's turbocharged. So this was it. This was the car that I was going to end up buying. It would have been a 2-liter turbo, not the 2.4, which this is. And I decided to decrease the horsepower to around 180 because that's what it should have been anyway. The 2-liter. This one in the game is a 2.4 T5. Again, still a 5-cylinder, still a turbo. Yeah, let's just drive this thing. So basically what I wanted to do is show you guys, I just wanted to reveal the car. Since I'm not going to buy it anyway, I didn't see a point of me, not showing you guys the car that I was going to end up buying. So there's a couple of reasons why I wanted to get this thing. First of all, it's actually not that slow, and it's kind of like a cool little car to have. It's very cheap to buy because nobody likes to have a petrol car in Ireland anymore. Everybody just tries to stay away from them as much as possible because they obviously, just drink up a lot of fuel. And pretty much they try to stay away from petrol cars. And since this one just is crazy expensive to run as a petrol, people try to get rid of them. So this one is a 5-cylinder turbocharged engine, which sounds really good. It's the same engine. I chose the wrong game to go for game sound for it. Yeah, about that. I chose the wrong game to hop on for game sounds. I just realized that. I just realized what I've done right now. I mean, Forza doesn't have... Fuck. Anyway, so yeah, the car that I was gonna end up buying would have been one of these S60 Volvos because, like I said, it's very cheap to buy. It's not really that expensive to insure or anything because it is a 2-liter car. It's not something like crazy high. I was, like I said, initially gonna end up buying an E39 BMW or an E60 even, the 2.2-liter inline 6, right? And that would have been like a really cool car to have, but again, it's 2.2, and since Ireland is really strict on engine size because they're retarded, they don't understand how cars work, but basically the bigger your engine, the more you're gonna get, the more your insurance is gonna cost, pretty much, because that's just pretty much how it works. The same with tax as well. It's not about your emissions, it's about how big your engine is, because logic, right? Yeah, I think only recently they decided to start changing it over to emissions. So I think if you buy a brand new car, it's not going to be you're not going to get charged on the size of the engine, but on the emissions of your car. But for these older cars, I think it's from 2008 down, or to the late 2007s. I have no idea, I can't remember exactly, but it's definitely from that era down. It would have been on engine size. So this was a car from, let's say, if I buy one of these from 2004, this would have been pretty crazy to insure. With these, one of these the 2.4, for example, this T5 2.4. Probably got to be very cheap to actually buy the car itself, but to insure it, it would have been crazy. And same with the tax. So yeah, pretty much why I didn't end up buying the E39 or the E60, which would have been a 2.2-liter. So you have no idea how much of a difference. It's hundreds and hundreds of euro that 0.2 of a liter makes on my insurance. Honestly, same with tax as well. I think the insurance for a 2.2-liter is or the tax for a 2.2-liter is 1,100 euro, and then for the 2-liter, I think it's only 900 euro. So it's almost 200 euro a year cheaper. And honestly, I think I can do it without getting charged a little bit more, especially since it's my first time getting insured on a car in my own name. Because I was up until now as a named driver, if you guys know what that means. Basically the car is in my dad's name, and then he's pretty much the main insurance holder on the car, and I'm just an extra driver on the car, which means that you know, I basically, like, he doesn't have to pay as much, or I wouldn't have to pay as much for me to be on the insurance and still be able to actually drive the car itself. So I kind of want to start doing it in my own name, because then the price will drop for me a lot. So that's pretty much why I kind of want to get a car right now. But the S60 died out because I decided to wait a little bit longer and try to save up more money, and it's probably a better idea for me to save a little bit more money and get a slightly better car in a certain way. So I could go for a diesel, right? I could go ahead and buy something, I don't fucking know. I can go ahead and buy like a Ford Focus or something like diesel. It would be like from 2006 or something, and it would be cheap to afford like crazy, and I can sort of save up money for like another year or so. But honestly, I don't like driving boring cars. I am so bored of driving the Golf. I've had the Golf for 4 years. I've been driving it for that long. I've been driving it for 5 years actually, before I even had my full license. Before I was on my learner, I've been driving that Golf. So I've been driving that Golf for about 4 or 5 years now, and I'm so bored of driving normal cars. It's just boring. My dad now has, as you guys know, a 520 diesel E60, which is the car that I'm driving at the moment. I'm not even insured on the Golf anymore. I'm just insured on the E60. So I've been driving that. You guys have seen it in videos before, yeah, I've been driving the E60, and pretty much it's not a fast car, but it's not a slow car anymore. Like, I can actually, like, if I want to overtake something, I can actually do it this time. The Golf is just fucking Jesus Christ. I need like a 2-mile run up before I can actually get up to speed so I can overtake someone. But yeah, pretty much it's kind of an improvement, I can say, at least compared to the Golf anyway. But yeah, it's definitely a lot more fun to drive. It's a lot softer as well. Like, holy shit, suspension in the Golf was just so bad. Like, the shocks were so stiff. And then when it comes to cornering, there was so much roll. Like, it was incredible. You guys should have seen videos of the Golf as well on my channel. I've done videos of me driving the Golf as well, and it's funny to see like how boat-like the Golf is. But yeah, it's definitely an improvement driving the E60 compared to the Golf. So I wanted to get a car to myself now and actually start paying stuff on the car. So the S60 would have been an option, but like I said, I decided to wait a little bit more and like save up some more money, and I kind of have another car in mind that I can try and get. Now, at the moment, for price, for insurance, for everything, it just seems like the right car for me to buy. It isn't a boring car. Don't like, this is a really cool car that I can possibly get right now. It is definitely a lot, I'm gonna say, a lot rarer than this. It's definitely a lot rarer than the S60. It is still a 2-liter. It's still turbocharged, but this time it's not European. It is Japanese. So you guys can go ahead and leave your comments down below and trying to find out what the car is. I'm not gonna tell you anything else because I might give it away. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Let's just say they're actually quite rare to see them here in Ireland. You do see them every now and then, but they are actually quite rare. In the US, you won't be able to see any of these. You will be able to see them, but they're in a different. They have a different engine in them, pretty much. They just have a completely different engine. But you will be able to see them in the US, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you guys, I already know the suggestions that are gonna end up coming in, and I know that they're gonna be wrong because of the car that I'm getting. So it is, like I said, it's still kind of cheap to buy. It's definitely a little bit more expensive than the Volvo, and especially since I want to import one from Japan, which is gonna be kind of fucking awesome to try see the journey of me going to get a car from. Well, I'm not going to Japan obviously, but I'm gonna get a car brought over from Japan, and like the process of me going to get it for the first time, and it's just gonna be epic. So I really want to do that. So if I can hopefully do this by, let's say, by my birthday, which is at the end of December, if I can do that, or at least January, I think that would be perfect. If I can save up enough money till then, I should be able to, like, with the amount of pay that I get, like monthly or whatever, I should be able to save up enough money to be able to get that car by around maybe December, January. So that is pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Again, it's a little bit of a commentary, and I just wanted to tell you guys like the process of me getting a car, or what the hell has been going on. and why I haven't like given you guys any more hints on the car itself. So yeah, thank you guys for watching again. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.